Packed with antioxidants like anthocyanins, eating berries regularly can slow cognitive aging, improve heart health, support blood sugar control, and even reduce risk of Parkinson's disease. And just a couple of servings per week can make a huge difference. So stick around to learn why berries are the ultimate Nutrivore snack. Hit me, Producer Potts.
Why are berries a Nutrivore foundational food?
Berries are the most concentrated food source of a class of polyphenols called anthocyanins, which is what earns them Nutrivore foundational food status. But they're also just nutrient dense. They're also great sources of some other types of phytonutrients like carotenoids, phytosterols, tannin, and quercetin. They tend to be very valuable sources of vitamin C. Like strawberries have 141% of the daily value of vitamin C per cup. They also have manganese, copper, vitamin E, vitamin K, alpha-linolenic acid, and they're great sources of fiber.
What are the health benefits of berries?
There are so many. One of the coolest, I think, is cognitive benefits. A 2012 study showed that high berry intake, especially strawberries and blueberries, was associated with a slower rate of age-related cognitive decline. And it didn't even take a ton of berries. Just eating berries once per week compared to once per month was associated with being 2.5 years younger in cognitive age. A 2022 systematic review showed extensive cognitive benefits for people who consume berries, including positive effects on memory, motor skill, executive functioning, attention and concentration, and processing speed. So maybe it's no surprise that eating berries regularly also reduces risk of Parkinson's disease. A 2012 pooled analysis showed that eating berries 2 to 4 times per week, compared to 3 or fewer times per month, reduced risk of developing Parkinson's disease by 23%. Berries also reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. A 2018 meta-analysis and systematic review showed that eating berries reduces total cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, triglycerides, blood pressure, while increasing HDL cholesterol. All good things from a cardiovascular disease risk perspective. And a 2019 randomized control clinical trial in people with metabolic syndrome showed that consuming a cup of blueberries daily for 6 months resulted in a 12 to 15% reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. We have a variety of clinical trials showing that berries improves glycemic control. These studies have both been done in healthy individuals as well as people with type 2 diabetes, adding a serving or two per day of different berries. Strawberries, blueberries, cranberries, black currants, and bilberries. And showing, for example, that consuming those berries with a high-fat, high-carb meal improves the glycemic response to that meal, or that consuming those berries every single day for up to 6 weeks improves insulin sensitivity and improves glycemic responses to a glucose challenge. There was a 2023 randomized controlled clinical trial in postmenopausal females that showed that a serving of blueberries daily for 6 weeks significantly improved bone calcium retention, indicating protection against bone mineral density loss and eventually osteoporosis. And of course, eating berries regularly just makes us healthier overall. As measured by all-cause mortality, an indirect way to measure overall health and longevity. For example, a 2017 systematic review showed that 100 grams of berries per day, that's about 2/3 of a serving, led to an 8% reduction in all-cause mortality. And a 2015 study showed that consuming berries 14 times per month or more reduced all-cause mortality by 23%.
How much of them do we have to eat to gain these health benefits?
I think if you look at all of these different studies as a whole, a really strong case can be made for aiming for 2 or more servings of berries per week. But there's no limits to the benefits of berries, so eat them every day if you like. A serving is 1 cup measured raw, so a cup or about the same volume of your fist of blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, or strawberries, sliced if those strawberries are on the big side.
I've heard that bananas are berries and that strawberries aren't. Can you clarify what counts as a berry?
Absolutely. Like other groups of foods, the nutritional definitions of those foods align with the culinary ones. So from a botanical standpoint, a berry is a fruit produced from the ovary of a single flower that contains multiple seeds. So botanically, some surprising foods are technically berries, like bananas, as well as watermelon, tomatoes, grapes, eggplant, and pumpkin. While blackberries, raspberries, and strawberries are all technically botanically not berries. But in nutritional sciences, we categorize foods according to the nutrients they contain, which matches the culinary definitions of these foods because the way we use them in the kitchen also matches the nutrients they contain because those nutrients are chemicals, and cooking is chemistry. So the same chemicals in a food that make them good for a certain culinary purpose are the same nutrients that we're categorizing those foods by. So nutritionally and culinarily, we categorize berries as small, brightly colored fruits with lots of seeds and pulp. And most of them have berry right in the name. So nutritionally, we count blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, cranberries, huckleberries, tayberries, boysenberries, loganberries, acai berries, bilberries, cloudberries, elderberries, goji berries, also called wolfberries, gooseberries, lingonberries, marionberries, salal mulberries, salmonberries, and thimbleberries. And we also count white, red, and black currants. I think the only berry on this list that doesn't have berry built into the name. And if you'd like to know more about the benefits of berries and the Nutrivore dietary philosophy as a whole, I recommend grabbing a copy of my book, Nutrivore. It's available wherever books are sold, and Amazon has it super discounted right now. But also check out your local library. There might be a copy there, and if there isn't, you can put in a request with the local librarian. And if you're interested in knowing more about the special nutrients and health benefits of all 12 Nutrivore Foundational Food families, then I recommend grabbing a copy of my ebook, Nutrivore Foundational Foods. You can get that at nutrivore.com/shop.